How
Salute,
you guys doing,
salute.
man?
I'm doing good.
It's my brother right there, man. Hey,
That's right.
Donovan, man. You know I love you, right? But don't
Yeah,
don't don't come on to me on this live.
I know. I'm not going to.
Donovan's Place. Yeah, that's your name on TikTok, right? Donovan's Place.
Yep, Donovan's Yard. Donovan's
Donovan's Yard.
Yard on
My bad,
TikTok.
dog. My bad. My bad.
That's all right.
Now, Mikey D, you're a legend in the game, bro. Appreciate you taking the time out of your day. Donovan, appreciate you taking the time out of your day as well, man.
Yeah,
Even though I
Salute.
butchered the intro, I'm blessed enough to have two legends in the building.
it's all good.
It's all love. All love.
Yeah, man. So, how's your career start, Mikey D?
Man, it started from the era of cassette tapes. I'm talking about 1979, 1980. You know, one of my boys let me hear a cassette tape with the Cold Crush brothers rapping. So this is the first time I heard hip hop. You know what I mean? And I fell in love with it because I'm like, this dude is telling a story through rhymes over a beat. It just drove me crazy. So that same day, I went next door. I lived with my grandmother when I was young. I was about 12, 13, or something like that. I went next door. I wrote my first rhyme. I emulated Grandmaster Caz from the Cold Crush Brothers, and it was off to the races. I never looked back. It started right then and there. Shout out to D Money for letting me hear that tape.
And you started out with Main Source, right?
No, actually, main source. That's a crazy story because that was like the universe at work. Because I started out with the Grandmaster 3. That was the dude D Money that let me hear the tape, and my man Little B and my DJ Johnny Quest. Then I went through several different groups. I went through a group called Phenomenal Four. We had the LA Rap Masters. LA stands for Laurelton, if y'all didn't know that. LA Rap Masters, we were like a Wu-Tang clan back in 80. You know what I mean? It was like 16 of us just rapping. Um, After that, there was a group around my way that was a popular group. They didn't have records, but they were street celebrities. You know, they were called the Clientele Brothers, Eddie OJ, Will Seville, Mr. Gene. And these guys were the guys that everybody wanted to be like, and everybody wanted to go see them perform. And I was a young dude, and I had the opportunity to get down with them as the baby of the crew, you know. So that was my first popular group. And then after that, they actually introduced me to a legend in the game now. We call him Paul C. Paul C was a producer and an engineer that was super dope. So when I met Paul C, we made a group called the LA Posse, Laurelton Posse, me, Johnny Quest, and Paul C, because Johnny Quest was the best on the turntables. I was considered the best on the microphone, and Paul C was the best on that SP-12 drum machine. So we started making records and stuff like that. And believe it or not, when we were recording our records in 1987, Paul, another Paul, they call him Paulie, now known as the Large Professor, was also in the studio as a student of Paul C. Johnny Quest and me didn't know who this young man was. And then he would later become the Large Professor. He was, huh? Oh, I heard some feedback. He he would
Yeah.
he would later become the Large Professor. He was mentored by my guy, Paul C. Unfortunately, Paul C, he lost his life in 1989 in the middle of the LA Posse album. And, you know, everybody went their separate ways. And Large Professor would later become a member of Main Source, who was Large Professor, K Cut, Sir Scratch. They came out with Breaking Adams album. They introduced Nas to the world. They had the hit record Looking at the Front Door. They had Faking the Funk with Nick the Exotic. And, you know, I was doing my my solo thing and freestyling. This is like in 1992, 93. And I used to hang out at this place called Hush Production in Manhattan. And Jeff Redd, who is a superstar R&B singer, he caught me freestyling one day, and he said he had a group that needed a rapper. And he didn't tell me the name of the group or who they were. He just gave me a number and an address. And come to find out, when I went there, it was main source. So you
Source.
see
Oh,
how it works? It all
that's
came
good.
back around. And that's how I got with main source. And that's that's how that went down.
Yeah.
I mean, you got bars for days, man. I listened to your song back to back. I like that track.
Oh, that's the one featuring Cannabis. That's my dude. I had to do a song with Cannabis because he reminded me of a younger me. He's a lot younger than me, but in my prime during the 80s when I was running through different hoods battling everybody, Cannabis reminded me of me because he had the same growl, that same aggression, and he had a little conflict with one of my other partners, LL Cool J, similar to me back in those days. Me and L, we had our rivalry. And I thought it would be dope to do a record with him together, not to go against L, but to show unity. Because if you notice, I even when I was doing the video with Cannabis, I called LL on FaceTime and had Cannabis there. And we all kicked it. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to show unity, but at the same time, I wanted to pay homage to Cannabis because he reminded me so much of me.
Yeah. New York is just a hotbed of talent, man.
Right, 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 right. New York is the mecca of hip hop, baby. You know what I mean? It may have started in the Bronx, so they say, but it definitely crossed that Whitestone or that Triborough and made its way to Queens. And I was right there to jump on it.
Yeah. Joey Badass is holding it down nowadays.
Joey Badass is doing a wonderful job, man. I salute that brother. I salute that brother. Word up. That Raising
Love Joey
Canaan,
Badass.
Raising Canaan is one of my favorite series that I watch with him in there. Yeah, that's unique. I
Definitely, man. So, do you think Joey Badass is one of the best lyricists in the game right now?
wouldn't say the best because I don't compare anybody's. I don't compare anybody to anybody. I think he's the best at what he does. I think he's the best in his lane. You know what I mean? I don't do the top fives. I don't do who's better than who because everybody respectfully has their own lane, and I respect everybody's work as a whole.
Absolutely, man. I respect that answer. That's a great answer. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
who was
that's.
your? Oh, my
Mhm.
bad. I didn't mean to
Go ahead,
interrupt
go
you, man.
ahead, go ahead.
Who was your biggest influence in rap?
Well, I have a biased top five. Like I base my top five on the influence and the impact that they had on me personally. So my influences were Grandmaster Caz, number one. That was the first person that I heard rap. Number two, Kumo D. Kumo D was the first time that I actually heard a battle, and that's where I got my battle aggression from. Um, Number three, Eddie OJ from the Clientele Brothers, his swag, his unique delivery. Number four, Will Seville of the Clientele Brothers, cadence, wordplay, incredible. And number five, my brother, LL Cool J. Those are my top five, and it's biased. It's based on the impact that they had and what they still have on what I do right now. Because if you really know me, I'm a combination of all five rolled up into one, and you know what I mean. That's why it's a biased top five. Those are my influences and always will be.
I like that, man. I like that. And you've actually did some songs with LL, ain't you?
I never did a recordings like record wise. But we did. We used to be in a group together. We just used to rock together. We were Batman and Batman. I was Playboy Mikey D. He was Ladies Love Cool J. We both had the same aggression. Back in those days, he was slim like me, just tall, and we would just go and dominate block parties. You know what I'm saying? And I actually have a tape that's been held in the vault for over 40 years, man. It's about 41 years old. It's going on 42. And me and him is on it, rocking together. And if you were to hear this tape, you wouldn't be able to tell who was who. So shout out to my brother LL Cool J. Word up. We never made records, but it's never too late because we're both still in our prime. We're still going hard. We do what we do. And time is of the essence, man. You know what I mean? Anything can happen. Anything's possible.
Yeah, man, you're definitely a lyricist for sure. I love that back to back track though.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man, definitely. So, what's your favorite song that you've done like throughout the years?
All of them on different levels. Yeah, really. Because I don't try to be repetitious. I don't want every song to sound the same just so I can, make a mark in the game and people can know a unique style of mine. I like to venture off and do different things. But all of my songs are equally dope and they all inspire me for the next song that I come up with. One song in particular that means the most to me is song that I wrote called Mom's Song. It's a song about my mom. Actually, Donovan may have been the first one. He was actually I wrote that song when I first met Donovan. Him and
Yep.
Jim Hennick, our IT guy where we work, they were the first two to actually see me write this song. They actually saw it come to fruition. You feel me? And
Yep.
it's a song about my mom's passing. This song was actually the first time that I cried since my mom's passing, and I cried on the song. You can hear it. You can hear the pain in the song, and yeah, mom's song is the most important one to me. And then 10 years later, we did a remix with Herb Middleton, and we had a young lady named Juanita Wynn sing the hook. The remix is beautiful too. It's called Your Rest. And so that's my most personal song. You know what I mean? But all of my songs are equally dope. Even like if you compare my music from then to now, you can hear the growth. You know what I mean? So all of my songs are like a journey of what I've been through, and you can hear the different passion. You can hear the growth and the maturity and all of that. So yeah, I love all my songs equally.
Definitely, man. Now, how competitive was the battleground? I mean, the battle rap scene in New York back in the day.
Very competitive because remember back then everybody had their unique sound. Nobody sounded alike. It was, and everyone was territorial. Um, I was one of those guys that started out in my
We would battle
neighborhood
on the
battling
spot.
the local cats,
Excuse
you know
me.
what I mean? And I started
We
getting
didn't
bored
have
with just
time to
battling people in my neighborhood. So I started
prepare
venturing out
for
into
our
other
opponent.
neighborhoods.
Like today,
And the reason
they
I have
get
a
three
legendary
months to
status is
prepare
because
against a particular
I went into territories that I
opponent,
wasn't
and they
allowed
could
in.
go
Well, I
online,
wouldn't
they could
say me
gather
personally
information,
not
and they
being
could
allowed,
write
but
about
people
it.
from my
We didn't
neighborhood
have that
weren't allowed
access
in
back
those
then. It was
neighborhoods that I
on the
ventured out
spot.
into and I
It
would
was
battle. I would pull
spontaneous.
up by
It was
myself,
like
or I would have
you
just
go
me and
face
Johnny
to face.
Quest
I'm just
doing
meeting
this.
you.
You know,
You
I
just
went
meeting me,
to the
and we're
south
gonna
side. I
battle.
went to
That's
Hollis.
that.
I went
So
to
that's the difference. It
Corona.
was
I
really
started
competitive
going to
back then.
Jersey and then Connecticut
Definitely,
and
man.
just venturing
Definitely.
out.
So
And
when you get in
I,
the
I
booth,
I
do
was
you
so
freestyle or do
competitive
you
with
write
it
your
that when I
rhymes?
signed my contract with
Rhymes,
Sleeping
man.
Bag Records in
I look at it like,
1988,
well,
it was
I
based
used
on
to.
my battling
Let
ability,
me say
thanks to
this.
Tila Rock
A lot of
and
people
Mantronics. They
uh,
saw what I was
mistake
capable of, and they
freestyling
talked
for
the
off the top of
label
the head
execs
rhyming.
into entering me into this
When I was coming up,
contest, this battle
freestyle
that they used
meant
to have back then called
when
the
you
New
kick the
Music
rhyme
Seminar,
that
where
nobody
rappers
heard
from
of. It could be written,
all around the
memorized,
world on
but they
different
just never
labels
heard it
and
before. It
all
was
of that
something
used to
that
meet
you didn't
and they
say
used
on
to battle
tapes.
for
It
this
was
this
something that
this
you didn't say at the
championship
block
belt.
parties.
And
It
I
was a
won
rhyme that
that
you didn't
battle in
say on records. It was
1988. I
something
went up against some
nobody's
of the
ever heard.
greatest,
That was considered
so
a
it was
freestyle.
real,
Now, what
real
you're talking about, I think, is off the
competitive
top of the
back
head
then,
rhyming,
man. It's
just making
different
it
from
up as you
now.
go
See,
along. I've done that,
back then,
but I don't like to do it because
welcome to
I'm
Seth's Daily
so
Podcast here on
meticulous
Nighthawk
and
Radio. Check out Nighthawk Radio.
coordinated
Go to
that I like every
nighthawk-radio.com.
line
Blessed enough to
to
have an
make
interview with
sense.
Mikey
It
D
has
and
to match the
Bmon,
line
Donovan's.
before.
You have to see what I'm saying. I'm painting picture. pictures with the words, and it's easier. It's more therapeutic for me to write what I'm saying than to just freestyle. I was doing my best off the top of the head rhyming when I used to drink. When I used to drink, I didn't care what came out my mouth as long as it rhymed. It was okay. But since I stopped drinking, I write everything, man. I write everything and I cover all bases. So you wouldn't be able to tell if I was off the top of the head rhyming or kicking a written. I can do both very well at a high level, but I prefer to write. And when I'm in the booth, I definitely spit what I wrote.
So has your approach to hip hop changed ever since you've got older and been in rap longer?
No. I'm the ocean. I create the wave. I don't chase the wave. I don't follow the wave. I'm not mad at what the younger artists are doing because I was young too. I'm not one of those older, bitter rappers. I salute what the young cats is doing because when I was young and I was going hard with it, my parents didn't understand what I was doing. You feel me? Because they was used to Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, and all of that. Here I am coming with this new music, and they like, what the hell? They didn't have the vision that I had. Just like with these younger artists, I don't have the vision that they have because I'm not stuck in the era, but I make music for mature adults. So you have youngsters that's coming out with the music for the youngsters. That's for them to do. That's not for me to do. I can't lead by example, but follow a younger crowd. So I'm the guy that makes the music for their parents. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I don't chase the wave. I create the wave. I'm the ocean, man. But I respect and I salute what the younger artists are doing. Um, as far as change, I wouldn't say that the artist made the change. It's a corporate situation. They're selling what sells, and they're that's why you have program directors because they're programming these the younger audience's mind. When I was coming up, we had Public Enemy and all of that. It was about unity, peace, love, and having fun. But then they dominated it with the so-called gangster rap, and the industry let that gangster rap take over and infiltrate these younger artists, not younger artists, but the audience's mind. And they made a lot of money in the jails off of that. You feel me? That's not the I love that type of music because I understand it, but I also understand what the plan is. And I don't make that type of music just to fit in. You feel me? I make the kind of music that makes me stand out.
Like positive rap, pretty much.
It's positive. No, more it's inspirational, it's motivational. I'm not telling people what to do, but those that can understand where I'm coming from, they connect with me. If they don't connect with me, it's okay. Because if I could connect with one person at a time, I'm doing my job. So, like I said, when I write and I do my songs, it's therapeutic for me. I'm not trying to create a hit. I'm getting something off my mind and it resonates with a lot of other people. You feel me? So that's the type of music that I make.
Definitely, man. And there's one thing that's aggravated me throughout the years is when Post Malone said that rap music has no emotion. Rap music definitely has emotion.
Yeah, it does. It has emotion. It's just not being pushed to the forefront. You have to dig deep to find that type of rap. You know, Hip hop has many different genres. So you just have to look for what you're looking for. It's something for everybody in hip hop. Hip hop isn't just trap. Hip hop isn't just drill. Hip hop isn't just gangster. Hip hop is a lot. You got gospel hip hop, you got Christian, you got Baptist, you got evil hip hop, you got horrorcore, you got hardcore, you got softcore. All of the ladies in hip hop aren't stripping and revealing everything. You got some positive young ladies, and the hip hop has many different genres and levels. It's just what the industry is pushing. That machine is what's they're the money machine, man. You know how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, hip hop has definitely evolved throughout the years for sure
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
and
It's,
grown.
yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. I think, I wish there just were, because a lot of the creators, a lot of the guys that started this are still alive. You feel me? And I just wish that we could take this art form that we've created and take control of it. But unfortunately, we in the younger stages of hip hop, it was about having fun. It wasn't about the business aspect. So somebody infiltrated along the way and learned how to monopolize the game. And they're making all of the money and they're pushing the legends and the pioneers out because they don't want us to educate. You feel me? So that's the unfortunate part of it, you know?
And another question I got actually for you and Donovan is, how did you guys meet?
Oh,
We met at work.
yeah,
He came here. He started there as a security guard,
yeah.
and then we found out who he was, and he was exposed. That's it. It was over after that.
Yeah, I tried to be a little quiet about it, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
but yeah, because what it is I moved upstate from Queens. I had there was a long period that I was drinking 40 ounces a lot and making bad decisions and decided to move upstate just to get away from everything and start my life over. And I got a security job and all of that. And Pepsi was the first location that they put me in. I fell in love with the people at Pepsi, and it was just like a family vibe. It wasn't even a work vibe. It was like a family vibe. And
Yep.
even after the 2 years that I was a security guard, I left to pursue. I tried to further my career in security. I upgraded my license to armed, and I started doing the armored trucks. And then, a year into that, a position in Pepsi. Because when I first went to Pepsi, I was contracted through the company, the security company.
Yeah.
But then when I made my return to Pepsi after that year absence, I was on the Pepsi team. So I already knew everybody there. And
Yeah.
now it's not even work to me anymore. It's a family vibe.
You
You
know,
know what I'm saying? Every day is not a good day, but every day ain't a bad day. There's more good days than
it could be
bad
worse.
days. And we are, it's like we family. Everybody's family. Like I know everybody in the building by first name basis. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? All of the drivers, all of the warehouse workers, the office workers, everybody. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
just a family vibe. And like every family, sometimes there's dysfunction. You got a
Yeah.
few people that are having a bad day, and some people are having a good day. And
Hmm.
I'm the one that I see it all. So, I just try to motivate and inspire people at work, man.
Mike, I moved upstate for the same reason from the
Yeah.
Bronx. You moved up from Queens. I moved up from Bronx to save myself because,
Mhm.
for yourself, it was a lot of infiltrating of bad chemicals in the area, and you couldn't get away from it. So
Yeah.
to better yourself, you had to pull yourself out of it. So that's why I moved upstate just to get away, and been free ever since '89. I moved upstate. So
Yeah.
when you say you moved upstate to clear your mind, I get it because I
Yeah.
did the same thing too. I had a
Yeah.
family to take care of. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
That was like one of the best decisions I made in life, man.
Yeah.
Besides picking up that pen and writing my first rhyme,
Yeah. Well,
making
that's
that
not a
move.
mistake because I get it now. See, at first I was trying to say, "Oh man, you could be out there, blah 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 blah," but now that you spoke, I get it, man. The hard form has got to be preserved. It's like taking good grind coffee and then diluting it into brown water.
Absolute,
Yeah,
absolute.
and
Everything is
it's good.
that's what I always say. Everything is not about a dollar. It's not
Yeah.
about a dollar. Yo, man made money. Money
Mm-hmm.
doesn't make the man.
Mm-hmm.
Me as a man, my integrity outweighs my talent.
That's right.
So by me having a 9 to 5 and a God-given talent, it keeps me grounded.
Yeah.
I said that in one of my newest songs. I got a song that's out right now, just dropped last Friday called
Is
Legends
there any
Don't
way you
Die.
can give us a sample of your song? You have anything set up to play a little sample? Or
Um,
will you need a few minutes? I love to hear a couple of the samples, man.
Let me see if I
Mikey
have
D,
it.
you're the man.
Let me see if I have it on here. Let me look at my files. Wait a minute. Actually, I could go into my emails.
All right, no problem. I mean, you do your thing, Mike. We're here,
No, I
but
got you. I
but
got you.
I'm gonna talk to Seth a little bit. Young man, I'm telling you, very proud of you. I mean, I never met you in flesh and blood, but you've been following me around. I've been following you around, and just to know, oh, intelligent and smart you are, you're blowing us away, because you're only 27 years old. Am I right? 27.
Yes, sir. I
Yeah, you know what I
appreciate you.
mean, and living in Kentucky, I didn't know they could push good ones out like that, and we really appreciate it. No, no lie, no lie.
Nah, I
You're a
appreciate
good,
you, man.
you're
You've
a
been
good
a big
seed in the game.
inspiration for me, for real.
Yeah, yeah. Anybody else, if people know me, I don't put myself out there unless I know you're a good person. I had a friend over the house last night that said, "You infiltrated. You're part of the family." And my wife would tell you I keep my circle very small. I do. I know a lot of people on here. You know that. I know a lot of people, but I keep my circle small. And you're part of it. So welcome to the family, my man.
I
For real.
Word.
appreciate it, man. I appreciate
Um,
you and Mikey D for sure, man.
Yeah.
I'm still here. I got it coming up right
All right,
now.
no problem.
How's the
I was gonna
coffee,
tell you get something
Dalderman?
queued up and shit.
Did you hear what I
Legends.
said? I said, "How's the coffee, Dalderman?"
Oh, the coffee's good. From the pipe to the cup, fresh, black as it comes. It's the only way to have your coffee. Don't
Yeah.
spoil it with that sugar.
Yeah, I need that. I need that coffee. You got a Pepsi? Cola? I found it. Let me see. Here it is, y'all.
you, this is one of your new stuff?
Yeah, can you hear that?
No, not yet.
Can you hear that?
He no.
Doing it messenger. He got that old school flavor. You hear it?
He wants you so
Yes.
beyond your best behavior. Musical lady busting rhymes is a flavor. Check the catalog the Mikey gave you. He bought his paper. He quit drinking, he's a savior. Touch your microphone here, Johnny Blazer. Here come the verse. Y'all ready? Yeah. Hey, yo, I made up my mind a long time ago. Knew your rhymes ago. Climbing to the top is the only way that I'ma go. And when I make it, I'ma yell and scream surrounding on my feet back on the street and I'ma let all of the drama go. I paid dues, I made fools regret it. I spoke rules and I broke rules. I said it. A free sledge, no cap when I rap. Lawson, I put that on the map. Terrorized the boulevard. I restrict the boulevard. Should have been up there with fair. I'm right. I should have, God. But life be life and had a chick I wasn't wifing. Never had my back, only stuck to knifing. But I'm calm, cool, collected, and my energy's protected. Integrity respected. Now I'm right where I should be, and that's my vision. Just multiply, Mikey D is a legend. Nice. You don't have to get high for you justify. Making excuses useless, it won't justify. They just don't die, they just multiply. Mikey D is a legend. That's my guy. You don't have to get high for you justify. Making excuses useless, it won't justify. Mikey D, boom, bash. I thought the mother shall be trash. You know Mikey, come with that gas. Oh, your just do it shaking that. Love it. Yeah. Mikey D, I'm telling you, I remember the first time your song touched me is that mom song. For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
That was real deal. That brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the song we're gonna turn Seth on to. And you never heard the mom song?
Nah, dude.
Yeah,
I
that shit's fire.
Are
I'm
you
not lying.
independent, bro?
Pardon me?
Independent. Independent. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Independent. Yeah. Well, this song that I just played for you, this is the first single off of a new album that I got coming out called Pop and Kim. Legends Don't Die. Pop and Kim was a familiar spot in Queens, the store that everybody used to frequent, you know what I mean? And that's where I really got my street credibility from. But I'm releasing it in Finland first because I feel like the music scene, the hip hop scene in the United States is a big gumbo pot. And I
Yep.
don't want my ingredient to be mixed in with the rest of that pot. So Finland is a place that still embraces the culture of hip hop. The pioneers and legends, such as myself, they embrace us, they respect us, they don't neglect us. They really listen, they pay attention to the music. So I felt like I should release my music in a place that still embraces the culture of hip hop.
Even where where else also, Mike? Japan. You'd be
Well,
surprised.
the company that I'm working with, Cool Cat Records out of Finland, my man Posse, he has that whole market sold up.
Nice.
Japan, the UK, and all
Oh,
of that. So I'd
huge.
prefer my music to go out there first, where it's respected and
Yep.
accepted, and instead of just accepted and then neglected 2 weeks later.
Yep.
You feel me? So it's easier for me to promote it in the US when it's already successful somewhere
Somewhere
else.
else. I get it.
That's
Good
what I'm
idea.
doing. Yeah. So you can look out for the album in November. November is actually hip hop month, you know. So
Okay.
and it's my birthday month. So I've decided to release that album during that month.
Nice. Yeah. You got that mom song nearby or no?
Yeah, I think I
All right.
do.
You got to dig. You got to hear this mom song, Seth. This
I
shit is
actually
that.
play music on my station. If you want to send me some stuff, I'll
Oh
play
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. We're gonna yeah, just shoot me your email, Addy, and whatever. I'll take care of it.
All
Yep.
right. You care to send
Yeah,
it by email, Donovan? I'll send it to you through text.
Your email.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Now you give it to Mike. He can just send you whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Easy. Word.
We'll
I
get
know I
that
got
done.
mom's. So I
yeah, I'll
can't
play your
play.
music for sure, bro. I appreciate it, man.
I
Yeah.
can't play this song around my wife because she will start crying. She always cries every
Yeah.
time.
No.
Um, let me, Mikey D.
That mom song is fire. I'm telling you. See, I never had a mom that took care of me.
Oh,
So when
here it
people have
is.
mothers and fathers in their life, I always say cherish it because there's
Here
people.
it is. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Yes.
Here it goes. Can you hear it?
Not yet.
Hear it?
It's breaking up a little bit. There it goes.
Yeah. Let me put it on speaker. Let me see.
Okay.
Oh, mama. How can I put this on speaker?
That's fine. We can hear it now, Mike.
Uh, yeah. Hey, Mom, it's all good. I know you listening. I don't have to drop to my knees with prayer. You hear it?
Yep.
That shiny bright star. I see you glistening with Nana, Jerry, and Daddy. I'm still missing. Everything is everything. I'm still sober. Gained a couple of pounds trying to stay away from soda. I was able to keep up. I'm thinking about the Range Rover, and you know I'm still rapping. The game still ain't over. I think about you every day. That's why I'm rapping to you. And everyone around the way asking what happened to you. I keep it moving. I don't want to speak about it. Turn myself off. And I even went a week without it. I ain't stressing. I know this was a blessing. God wanted you there with him. And my faith, he's testing. And I don't even have a question. It's already knowing paradise. Yes. It's kind of hard for me to hold back these tears from my eyes. So, so many years have went by. I can't wait. I can't wait till I see your beautiful face when we meet again in the sky. This feeling great. I'm feeling blessed today. 2 years together. And it seems like yesterday. And Baby's beautiful. She get it from her grandma. And oh yeah, I'm about to be a grandpa. And I can't wait, because as soon as I'm a gramps, you're officially great. Yep, I'm still upstate, grinding with that 9 to 5 until they give me a break. And I'll be daydreaming while my man stays scheming, still burning up the stages. And the fans, they screaming, scream security, telling them to back off. Every time I'm in the store, I think about you and them scratch offs. Cash word double. I'm always thinking of you. I'm just staying out of trouble, still waiting for the button. And I ain't gonna cry like the doves do. As long as you know I'll always love you. And it's kind of hard for me to hold back these tears from my eyes. So many years have went by. I can't wait. I can't. Here comes the verse when I cried. When we lived in the sky. They still talk about you in New York City. Like you were so pretty, smart, and witty. They don't know you're always with me. And I know you will never forget me. I reminisce about the days we used to walk it out and all the life lessons you and me used to talk about. You raised me well. That's why I made it life as your baby boy. I want it for the world. And baby girl, it's just like you, independent and stubborn as hell. Just like you. I sit back and watch her. That's what I do. When you were in the hospital, she stood right beside you. Unlike some of these rappers, like the lion they track. I'm probably the only one that really cried on the track. That's what I like till we meet again. So it's kind of hard for me to hold back these tears from my eyes. Yeah, man.
Yeah, deep stuff right there.
That's the first time that I cried after my mom's passing, man. That's all. Right in the booth on that verse.
I'm glad you left it in there.
Yeah, yeah. It was the authenticity. That's what I wanted people to. I wanted to share that with people. I didn't want to cover it.
Well, it was meant to share. I mean, your music heals people. Don't forget that. People hear the words, and when they hear it, they relate. And when people relate, they can understand. You understand? And they can learn if this is the right way. You'd be surprised. You talk people off the hills, and you don't even know it with your music. So
yeah. That's my purpose, man. You feel me?
Life have a purpose, and you're making impact. You're doing it a different way. Some people do it this way. You do it with your music, and your life have meaning if you make an impact in people's heart. And if you don't make an impact, your life have no meaning.
And the only way to make the impact is to learn from your mistakes. Your mistakes are your most valuable lessons, bro. Yep. And I try to inspire people with my mistakes and how I've overcome it. They can do it too. That's my whole purpose, is to inspire and motivate.
Yeah, because we come in this world with nothing and we leave with nothing. And the only thing you can take is your dignity and your self-respect and whatever impact of love you left in people's heart. So
absolutely, especially at this point, Donovan, because we got more days behind us than we do ahead of us. Hold on.
Yep.
See you later, baby girl.
All right, Mike, you ready? You got to go?
No, I'm good. My niece is going out with my lady to go do some school shopping, and they doing girly girl things.
All right, so Seth, what's going on?
I'm just enjoying it, man.
Yeah, I know. I know you enjoy it, but this is your shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't need you to be a fan. We need you to understand and run shit. You know
yeah, no doubt. There's no such thing as fans. It's only fam. F-A-M.
He knows me. I'm just breaking his chop, man.
No, you're fine, brother. But yeah, man, we're just having a normal conversation for sure, man. That's what podcast is all about, man.
Okay. Well, this is my first time being on one, so I appreciate you inviting me, and definitely the legend, Mr. Mikey D. This is part of giving back. You could have you guys are whack. You ain't coming over your shit. I drove a rapper one time. I will call his name. His name is Jahim, and he's not a rapper, more an R&B singer. And we pulled up to a place. He was supposed to perform in Newburgh, Mike. And his manager went in, and there wasn't enough people. He never came out the car. I call that black and black crime. Poor producer. Everybody in Newburgh thought he was lying. Jahim was in the limo. He just didn't think he had enough crowd. So this ego went above.
Well, art. That's what happens when it's about the dollar. When you rap, I mean, when you perform for the money and not from your heart.
Yep.
Then there's a problem. See, me, I'll rock for one person or 1,000. It doesn't matter, because I'm doing it from my heart, not from my pocket.
I was so disgusted that night because the producer that promoted the show, he was very upset, and there were just a lot of tempers flaring, and they put me in the middle of it because I'm the driver, and but I'm glad it's done, and and I moved on from there. But and so I know what you're talking about. The people that perform for money or they perform from the heart and have experienced it.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's all right to perform for the money, though. You know, I perform from the heart, but if the promoter is gonna get paid off of my work,
You
then
should get some.
then that's where the discrepancy comes in too. You know, because sometimes the promoter will use your talent to benefit itself. And I don't
Yeah.
like to be used. If you tell me off the top that we're doing a favor for the community, then I'm all the way in.
Mike,
But if
did
you
we tell
tell,
you that we're going to record this and put it on cassettes and sell them?
huh?
We didn't tell you we're going to record this podcast and sell them.
I ain't worried about that.
I'm
I'm not worried about that. That's
just
where I
fucking.
started from, man, from the cassette. So I'm good. I'm good
I
with it.
mean, I'll be
I'm
back in
good
the
with it.
Bronx. Y'all got some Mikey D tapes, man. I got some Mikey D tapes.
No, that's okay. I ain't worried about that, man.
I'm
You
just,
know,
you know me. I'm just busting your
yeah,
arm.
yeah, yeah. You crazy.
Oh
Word.
my God, it's all good. All day I make people laugh,
Yeah,
and when I see you laugh, man, I feel good.
yeah.
So Seth, when if we're gonna ask you a question now, how about that? When did you start your podcast?
2020.
2020.
Five
He's a
Yep.
years.
politician, Mikey.
Huh?
He's a politician.
Oh, that's what's up. That's
Yeah,
what's
in
up.
Kentucky. What
Okay.
position you hold?
What's that?
What position you hold in government?
Oh, I'm on the soil conservation board. It's like farming stuff.
Okay. And you were at to run for the seat and you got it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Damn. 27 in politics. Good
That's
luck,
what's
sir.
up. That's what's
I ain't
up.
I ain't gonna do no more politics. I'm good.
After this is over, you're done? Oh my God. Why?
Because
This is the best
politics
of
suck.
time we're having. This is the worst time to quit.
Politics suck.
Well, it can at times, at times, but we need young men
Yo,
like yourself.
if you holding a seat already, man, you got to be the change that you want to see,
That's
man.
that's why you don't want to give up.
Even if it means going against the grain, man. If you believe it in your heart and you want to see change, then be the change, bro.
Yeah.
There's no don't tap out.
Yeah, don't
Don't
tap
tap
out. We
out.
need you in
Just
there.
make the change. Let them push you out, if anything.
Yeah.
But at least bring your fight to the forefront, bro.
Yeah. And
Because
you
you'll
don't have
never
to,
know until you try.
you don't have to show the fight. You got to learn to infiltrate. So need to know how to move amongst the grass and the evil and all stuff. You got to learn to get through there without, you ever step on something you don't want to rattle something else? You got to learn to tiptoe through these cats and get your shit done. Because that's the only way. Because if you act up, they see you coming. You want to be able to smile, shake hands, and think it here and get it done. Don't let them see you. Don't let the right hand see what the left hand is doing. And infiltrate, meaning move amongst the grass, look just like them. Not have to act like them, but you want to be able to. That's the only way you're going to win. If you show your cards too early and they know what you're all about, they're going to block you out. So you want to get in. You want to get on the inside. Ask the military, see what they do. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
seriously.
it. There's always a piece of light in darkness, man.
That's right.
Always. Just be the light. That's it.
Just be the light. But I got pulled over this morning on the way to the airport. I was actually doing 67 in a 55-mile zone, and the police officer came up to the door. I had all the windows down. This is 3:30 in the morning, and but I had the customers in the back of the car, and he saw it. I said, "Oh my God!" He said, "You were doing 67." I said, "Oh shit! I was just talking away with the customer and not paying attention. I'm sorry." But I never try to lie my way out of no ticket. You're better off just telling the truth. So he said,
And
"Your license
comply.
good?" I said,
Well,
"Yes." Say, "If your license come back good, you're on your way." Never gave me a ticket. I was
yeah,
I was
that's
polite.
that's
I was kind.
compliance.
99% of the time that you get you not out of a ticket, but you'll get respected. You got to give these cats respect, even if they sound like jerks. You got to give them respect. That's the only way you're going to win. You're not going to win if you act up. That's what I meant by infiltrated. So you got to go along the grid and 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 fit right in. You know what I mean? So,
Definitely.
and you say you have one kid?
Yo, why you putting my man on the spot,
I
D?
know, 14.
Uh,
He knows. I'm just kidding, man. He knows I like breaking his chops.
nah,
Yeah,
you're
you're not
fine.
gonna be in trouble, right?
What?
You're not gonna be in trouble.
No, I'm not even on it. I'm not even gonna add this, bro. I'm gonna leave that in there. I don't care.
You're
Y'all
dusted.
crazy.
We're nice knowing you.
Yo, y'all are crazy.
Anyway,
Uh,
so I got to get going and get my day started. Seth, it was a pleasure to be on here, especially with my man Mikey D. I'll come back again, and then you can
Yeah,
talk about
salute.
my life.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Me and Seth both gonna interview you because I got some questions.
Well, you might not like the answer. So
And
once
yeah,
you're
yeah, nah,
ready,
nah. I know how you
buckle
do, man.
down, get ready for it, because I'm a brutally honest man.
Yo,
I'm gonna tell like it is.
I think at 12 o'clock I'm gonna run over to Dutchess Stadium and support Enrique in his baseball game.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Enrique?
Enrique from the job. Yeah, he's playing at Dutchess Stadium today
What?
at
What? The old
12.
man group? Enrique's like old. I lost him already. Mikey, D, you
He's
there?
he's nice, huh?
Really?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay. Who,
Yeah.
who, who he plays for?
What are they? The Yankees or something?
Yeah, really? Enrique played for them?
Yeah, the softball league or they hardball. Matter of
No,
fact,
they
and
double
yeah,
A. I think they double A.
yeah, he's playing at 12 o'clock. Man, I promised him I would come support.
Wow, shit, I didn't know that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I had to do something else. Otherwise, I would have went. He's been playing for them?
yo, you see the baseball in my office that signed, right?
Yeah.
That's from Enrique.
Wow. And he's managing the Pepsi too?
Yeah,
Wow. That's awesome though. Man, I wish I knew that. I would have went to a few games already.
yep. I'm gonna go, but
Well, enjoy, man. Tell him, give him my support too if you see him. So, Mike D,
yeah, it's been a pleasure,
yeah, man.
absolute pleasure.
appreciate you guys. Appreciate Mikey D. Appreciate Donovan.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
Hey,
sir.
you guys gotta plug your guys' stuff. Tell the people
Oh,
your TikTok and stuff.
Oh,
oh,
okay.
go ahead, D.
Yeah, well, I'm on TikTok. That's the only place I want to meet anybody else. Nowhere else. I ain't give you my Facebook. I ain't give my Instagram. Let's look for TikTok. Donovan's Yard at Donovan's Yard. That's it. And then YouTube too at Donovan's Yard YouTube. You can follow me there, subscribe there. But mainly TikTok is where I'm at. So you guys, there you go. You plug away, Mike.
Yeah, just you can hit me at Mikey Destruction on everything. Mikey Destruction on everything. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Actually, Facebook, I got two pages, Mikey Destruction, and my government name is Michael Deering, Deering. But everything else is Mikey Destruction. That's my hip hop name. All right, it's been a pleasure, bro.
All right, Mikey. See you Monday.
Appreciate you guys.
All
All
right,
right,
baby.
one
Take care.
love, peace and blessings.
Absolutely. Appreciate everybody listening to Nighthawk Radio. Everybody have a good night and God bless. Yeah, I do, man. I do.
Yeah. Baby mama. He said, I got baby mama drama. Is your baby mama there?
Nah.